Hello, my creators, it is I, Gadro Creations, and in today's video, it's not going to be anything crazy or anything boring. It's just going to be a get to know me video. But before we get into it, I've heard a rumor saying that you cannot like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell in under 3 seconds. If it is possible, comment down below. It is done. Okay, so let us get into the video. Oh, hello again. So you probably know by now that this is going to be a get to know me video. So this is how it's going to work. So I have 5 categories and each category has 3 questions. So with that being said, let's get into it.
Yeah, get into it!
Category number 1, personal questions. And question number 1 is, what is your name? And what would I prefer to be called? Well, my name is Katlolia and I would prefer to be called Kat because I feel like it's a casual way to call me if you don't wanna call my full name. Question number 2, how old are you? I am currently 12 years old and I am turning 13 in February. And last question number 3. Where are you from and what do you like about your hometown? I live in Vanderbijl Park, which is in Gauteng, South Africa. And what I like about it is that I live near a resort called Emerald, and I also live near Vaal River, which supplies water to many places in South Africa. So yeah, that's what I like about it. Yeah, moving on to our next category. Interests and passions. And the question is, what is your favorite movie and series? So my favorite movie has to go to Home Alone because the main character, Calvin, he's ruthless and mischievous, but at the same time he's incredibly intelligent, which I find really cool because in this hand you are this maniac and in this hand you are this genius, which is kind of wow. Yeah, really. And my favorite series has to go to Stranger Things because it has a lot of suspense. It gets you up and running, you know. Yeah, moving on. Question number 2. What are you passionate about outside of art and why? So I am passionate about hockey because everyone is interested in soccer and I want to be unique. And last question for this category, if you could travel anywhere, where would it be and why? So I would travel to Japan because they are like insanely intelligent and I find their culture interesting. And moving on to our next category, art and creativity. So the first question for this category is, what inspired you to start doing art? So I don't think I got inspired by anything. I feel like I'm those type of people who just grew up having this talent. Question number 2. What is your favorite medium to work with and why? So I think my favorite medium to work with is like pencil sketches because when I'm at school every day and I have nothing to do, I just pull out my pencil, pull out a piece of paper and I start doodling. And I think I do it every day to a point that I find like pencil sketches as my favorite medium. Yeah, last question for this category. What's the most challenging part of creating art for you? So, the most challenging part of making art is that when I experience an art block. Experiencing an art block is the worst, okay? Let me tell you that. Experiencing an art block is the worst. You will feel like that you have failed at being an artist. And so yeah, when I experienced that, I pushed myself, okay? And moving on to our next category, fun and quirky questions. So, question number 1. If you had a superpower, what would it be? I have this in mind and I think everyone will agree with me. When you draw something, it comes to life. Let's say, I want a car. Just draw it. Wow, you have a car. I want an iPhone. Draw it. Wow, you have an iPhone. Draw a pet. Wow, you have a pet now. Yeah, question number 2. If you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be? I would like to collaborate with Leonardo da Vinci because I feel like as an artist, wow, he's come a long way because he started off as a nobody and to a point that everyone around the world now knows him. And yeah, I would collaborate with him. And last question for this category. What's the best advice you received? So the best advice I've received, which came from my dad, is work hard to get things that you want in life. Yeah, that's the advice I got from my dad. Yeah. And so with that category cleared, we have our last category for the video. Yeah, I know this was one heck of a quick video. So let's get through this and then it's gonna be bye-bye. Our last category for the day is goals and aspirations. Question number 1. What are your goals for your art channel? So my goals are to get you guys always tuned in to find my channel interesting while you're watching, eating popcorn, sitting on the side of your couch. You're always like, oh hey, this guy posted a video, let me watch it. So yeah, those are my goals of my channel. And question number 2. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, I see myself that I achieved a lot in art. Oh, and by then I'll be in grade 11 and my channel will be running smoothly, and like I said, I would have perfected my art skills by then. We have come to our last question of the video. What's the most important thing you've learned about yourself through doing art? I've learned that art, if you don't want to speak to someone, speak to your paper. Okay? Grab the pencil, speak to your paper. Because I've learned that through doing art, you express a lot. And it's not the same way as talking to a person. You unveil all your secrets on this paper by drawing. Okay? Because I believe that when you start with your first stroke, you've already entered a world with endless possibilities of you to create for yourself.